Hello, good morning children. Hope you are all fine. Welcome back to our English class today. So we have started the Unit-3 in that first lesson, the best investment I ever made. Last class we have seen different types of investment made by different persons. Some are doing their own type of investment, and this is a different type of investment which saved the life of a person. That type of investment is shown in this lesson. So I hope I have completed the 77 page number in last class. We shall start the 78 page number. Ready with your pencil and textbook in front of you. Before that, I like to tell you our terminal exam is approaching. Be ready to face the Unit 2 chapter from English. Unit 2. Okay. So now we are starting our Unit 3. Homework is still in bad condition. So I can't help you. Those who are sent, I given them full 10 marks. So it is helpful to your final exam, surely. That students who secured full marks in C mark, no doubt they will get A+. Others, still there is time, but in time you have to send this homework also. Otherwise I can't help you. That's all. Come to the point now. Now, on the following forenoon, I again observed my fellow voyager, passenger, who is a traveling voyager is called, who is traveling with them together. They go to other place in the ship, watching me earnestly from the deck chair. Now a lady was with him. One person is observing this man from long back. Now again he is watching him, looking at him, but he is not ready or not taking a guts to come and speak to him. So he is keeping mum there and just watching and thinking about a person. Somewhere I have seen this one. Him, obviously, his wife. The situation by this time had begun to intrigue, means make a person interested. Now this matter is becoming interested somewhere like that. It goes on. Okay. Me, and I discovered from my steward that they were Mr. and Mrs. Jones, from a small suburb of London. When another day passed without event, I began to feel certain that Mr. and Mrs. remained too shy to carry out his obvious desire to approach me. First day, he saw that person watching. Next, he asked with his friend who is there in the ship, who are they? By that time he came to know that they were Mr. and Mrs. Jones. And the next day he came to know that they both are shy to talk with this person. So they were approaching me. However, on a final evening at sea, Mr. and Mrs. decided the matter. With a firm pleasure on his hand and a whispered word in his ear, she urged her husband towards me as I passed along the deck. She told something with her husband when he passed in the deck. Excuse me, doctor. I wonder if I might introduce myself. He spoke almost breathlessly. Without stopping, he told, excuse me, doctor, I want to introduce myself to you. Offering me the visiting card he held in his hand and studying my face to see if the name meant anything to me. Gave the invitation, no, that
Visiting card.
card to him and told, saw him whether he can recognize with that name by seeing that name. Then, as it plainly did not, he went on with the same awkwardness. If I could spare a few minutes, my wife and I would like to have a word with you. After that also, he did not come to know, can't perfectly recognize who this person was. They came to understand that and they only spoke. Shall we introduce ourselves to you now? They asked. A moment later, I was occupying the vacant seat, empty seat, chair beside them, haltingly, stopping and starting. Haltingly means stopping and startingly. He told me that this had been their first visit to America. So he told, this is the first time we are visiting America. It was not entirely a holiday trip. We are not coming in a holiday trip, they told her. They had been making a tour of the New England states, inspecting many of the summer recreational camps held in camps during the summer vacations or during free times. They are doing that work there. Okay, camps for whom? For the young people there. They are arranging recreational camps for the young people who are staying in America. Not only in America, other places they are visiting and making camp and giving them some their water, enlarging some words to change their mind. So this is a first visit to America to occupy the place there and mingle with the youths of America. Afterwards, they had visited settlement houses in New York and other cities to study the methods employed in dealing with the cases of backward, maladjusted and delinquent youth. What is this maladjusted? Maladjusted means it is having mental and emotional feelings. So nowadays depression or mind upset feelings are more with the people as the days are running, as our what we can tell, we are running with the time now fast, that this in this everything occurs to our mind and so many problems. Now no need to tell, Corona has made everyone sitting at home mind upset, right now. So these people are searching that certain youths who are mentally upset and depressed. Okay, that people are called maladjusted, having mental, right? The meaning having mental and emotional feelings, somewhat some tension, simply sitting, not doing their work, not mingling with others, forgetting their daily needs. So such and such problems created by the youths. So they are particularly focusing on these persons and giving them some strength to come out of that depression. And delinquent youth, delinquent means very dangerous. These feelings becomes more and they think that life only is a burden to them and trying to commit crimes, trying to beat others, kill others, or they themselves trying to make suicides. Understood? No? So such type of people are called delinquent youths. So these Johns to Mr. and Mrs. Johns are going and reaching the mind of these youths and training them and bringing them out from the dangerous achievements what they are doing and giving them proper guidance and making them to involve in creativity activities, diverting their mind and taking them towards the creativity activities. There was in his voice and manner, indeed in his whole personality, a genuine enthusiasm that was disarming. Disarming means make people less angry. No harm at all. While is speaking only, anyone are not getting angry, but they are thinking of listening one more time, let him speak, let him tell something. One more time they want to hear the same thing. They are not getting angry by his words. Some will get irritated, but this type of speaking made everyone impressed and they want to hear more and more. I found myself liking him instinctively. I had been active for the past 15 years in the field of youth welfare. So, how many years he has worked there? Nearly 15 years onwards he is working in that. So they were working there, Mrs. and Mrs. John, Mr. and Mrs. John, they were working there nearly 15 years. Okay. Different places they were going, adjusting all these persons and turning their mind to a good situation. And he was by profession a solicitor, but in addition to his practice at the course, find time to act as director of a charitable organization devoted to the care of boys and girls, mostly from city slums, who had fallen under the ban of the law. So solicitor means lawyer. In profession he is a lawyer, but still he has developed a organization in that during his free time he is approaching to these youths, boys and girls, and gathering them together, and mostly in slums. Slums means very crowded area, slums. In that place he is picking all these youths who are against law. Means what? They don't know the policy of law. They are ready to make any crime. So maladjusted and delinquent youths. Such types of youth is picking, bringing them from there and trying to change their mind. That work is done by this Mr. and Mrs. John since 15 years. As he spoke with real feeling, I got the vivid picture of the work these two people were doing. I learned how they took derelict. Derelict means bad conditions, adolescence. Bad condition. Adolescence means adult people or youths who are in bad condition. When he was explaining to this person, he was just thinking how he might have organized these all things together. Means he was feeling there from the Julian course and placing them in a healthy environment, bringing out from that place and approaching them to the healthy environment, good environment, healing them in mind and body. Healing means curing their disease or thing what has happened to them, healing them, curing them, mentally and also physically. So this is the thing Mr. and Mrs. John are doing. They were given training in a useful handicrafts which made them fit to make their place and working. So what all they are doing we shall see in the next class. We will end the class. Till that next class. Take care. Goodbye.